Hello there everyone, welcome into today's video. As you can tell by the t-shirt and the jacket I'm wearing, we have got some Derby merch on, which means only one thing. We are going to be rebuilding Derby County in FC 24, and our aim is to win the Champions League with the club. Now there will be a couple of rules, I'll get into them when the video actually starts. But for now, hit that like button, comment down below your favourite football team, subscribe if you're new around here, and let's get into the rebuild. Let's get straight into the video, shall we? We are going to continue with Paul Warne as the manager of Derby. I'm not going to take over. We're going to leave the reins in safe hands. As of right now, as of recording this, we are currently second in League 2. So Paul Warne's doing something right, and obviously he plays a 5-2-3. So let's get into it, shall we? Paul Warne is going to keep going, authentic club. We are going to go with none other than obviously Derby. And the home stadium looks fine. I'll do bits and bobs to that when it comes. 4 minutes. It doesn't really matter. We're doing a rebuild. We're going to be simming the games and stuff like that. So it doesn't really matter. If you enjoy what you see here, obviously hit that like button and do all that good stuff. So, quick rule. For the first season, as it's Derby County, we are not allowed to sign anyone for actual money.
Without further delay, we are pleased to introduce your new manager.
And here he is. Paul Warne takes centre stage. It's a younger looking Paul Warne, admitted, but I've got the bobble hat. His signature bobble hat. So, welcome to the club. We are going to be using wing play as that suits the 5-2-3 the best. We will obviously take the 5-star at straight away, and we're going to put it on defence. Now, as I said, we cannot sign anyone for actual money, so I cannot buy a player for 100k. That is off the table. What is on the table, however, though, is free agents, free contracts, but for the first season only, we are not allowed to sign anyone of money. After that, it's fair game. Our transfer embargo gets lifted, and we're able to sign players for actual money if we have the money. So, let's see if we've got any more coaches about, so that we can get the best out of our squad, really. I'll be honest, I don't think there is. I think we've been kind of screwed. We've got a 3-star, we've got a 4-star, 4-star, and a 3-star. So, I'll take this 3-star for the attack. I'll take the 4-star for the midfield, rather. I'll take one for the keeper, I'm guessing. It doesn't really matter too much, if I'm honest. Just because, obviously, we're simming it. But, it could come in handy. Let's get you in. Be right back, guys. I need to find my charger. And we are back. I found my charger. So, where was it? Oh, yes. So, it doesn't really matter about kind of where we are. The defence, we're playing a 5 at the back. So, I kind of feel like we need as much defence as possible on our stars, which is great. And I'm going to have a quick look and see if there's anything left. I mean, we've got no positions available, so that's all good. So, we've got everything set up. 13 out of 14 for defence is really good. As I said, we have a bit of an issue, I'll say this, right? So, Sibley is not a left wing back, at least by FIFA rating and stats-wise, which is a bit, ugh. I'm going to see if I can get him to a left wing back by the end of the season. Cashin is our captain. This is not going to change, obviously depending on what he is. And I'm going to add another rule, which is going to make this rebuild a little bit more difficult. As you can see right now, Cashin is 70 rated, making him the highest rated player of our team. Now, Cashin was supposed to go to Brighton in the January transfer window, or maybe before that, I'm not sure. But Cashin was supposed to go to a Premier League squad. So with that being said, going forward, I am now personally going to set a task that we cannot sign a player that is higher than our highest rated player. So I cannot sign a 71 rated player right now. I can only sign 70 and under to go with the squad. And then at the end of, the start of the next season, I'll have a quick look at the squad, see what rating is the highest, and that is the highest we can go up to signing wise. But for the first season, it doesn't matter because we have the likes of Mendes Lang, we have Cashin, Gale, Blackett Taylor, Sibley left wing back, Wilson, Nelson. We have a good team for League One. I personally believe in the first season we're going to go straight up. I'm going to be honest, I don't feel as though we need to make any signings with this squad. I might do a couple of training bits and stuff. But for the foreseeable, I want Rooney to become a part of this team. Over Bradley, maybe. But again, it depends because we can sign players next season. I'm really happy with the team we've got as of right now. So I don't really think we're making any signings. I will cut back at some points if we make signings and whatnot. Otherwise, I'll probably end up seeing you at the end of the transfer window to see where we're at. So I'm just going to cut back to this part here. We're not actually at any point. We've not skipped a day. I went on to check the contracts. And as you can see, Max Bird is on loan to us from Brighton, which is Bristol, which obviously is the case. He has signed for Bristol in real life and will leave at the end of the season. John Jules is with us from Arsenal. We don't have to play again. Adams from Cardiff. There is one issue, however. Blackett Taylor is on loan from us, to us from Charlton. However, I'm going to have to spend the money to buy him permanently. The simple case of, I believe we've got him on loan for the rest of the season and a 3-year deal. So I am going to break my rule for this one player just because I am under the assumption Blackett Taylor is a permanent Derby player. I will go check before I make the actual purchase. But I'm under the assumption that Blackett Taylor is a legit Derby player. So I might need to amend this before we actually get anywhere starting the video and getting through this rebuild. So bear with me a second. So I'm back for my little fact finding experience and I will pull up the image on screen for you right now. It basically says that he had paid, the fee paid, was $300,000 for his services on loan before joining a 3-year deal which kicks on in the summer. Now, obviously I've read that from there. You'll see it on screen right now. So I'm going to make the actual purchase of Blackett Taylor before we move along with the rebuild. We're just going to offer him exactly what's worth. Yeah, that's cool, reasonable, and I'm just going to delegate the signing for now. View negotiations. He's on 5.4k a week. We will just delegate, whatever, just to get him in. So, as I said, we are not able to sign players for actual money, excluding Blackett Taylor. That's an asterisk because it won't kick in next season that is ours, and I don't want to spend $4 million if he goes up in rating. We might not have the money, and he is a legit Derby player, so there's that. However, we have access to the youth academy. Obviously, as you know, there's players like Sibley, Cashin, Jake Mooney, all these players that have started coming up through the youth academy, and Derby's got a decent one. So we're going to focus on that a little bit. Let's get some of the deadwood out of here first. Let's get anyone below 90 potential. I kind of don't want to know you, if I'm honest. You could be good in the future, but unfortunately, it's not your time right now. So let's get rid of Nesvich. Lou, you're just underneath. You also, no. We have Zakario Peters, 52 rated, 69 to 94 potential, not bad. I might bring him in, loan him out. And Jelovic, who is a right mid, and he is 71 to 94 potential. So let's get these two promoted. And what we're going to do, whilst we've got a little bit of the money, is we're going to skip a few days first. I don't want to mess this up before I do anything. So here we go. 3-year deal as well, actually. So, worth 1.2 mil. Let's bring Blackett Taylor in on a permanent deal to get that over the line. So we actually have Blackett Taylor for the future, because that's one of the things. Again, I didn't want to lose him in case I messed up on the deal or whatever. I wanted to sign him permanently, not perfectly. I mean, he's a hell of a player, don't get me wrong. Deal training plan later, we don't need none of that. We've worked hard, we've got plenty to do, I was impressed. So, now let's look at our money. We have 3 million spare. So I think we're going to start investing into that youth academy for this season. If anyone's up and coming, we'll have a look. I haven't got enough for a 4-star, 5-star, but we have enough for a 5-star, 4-star. And do you know what? I'm going to be smart. I'm going to use the already equipped youth scout, and we're just going to send you out for 9 months in England. See what talent you can bring us back. And then finally, before I start looking around for actual transfers that I may or may not want to do, let's get Jelovic on a loan deal and Peters on a loan deal as well. I'm going to have a quick look through the squad, see what I can do, where I can do it. I've got contracts to do. I've got players to re-sign, maybe release, maybe sell. We will find out. However, I'll get back to you when we make some progress. The transfer window's coming along nicely, and I've just been having a look around at free agents and potential players to sign. And these three are the ones that piqued my interest. We have Ronan Mullen from Northern Ireland, who is 55 rated, cam left mid, not bad. We have Patrick Pader, I believe his name is, Centre back, right back, medium high, 6'4", 6'2", free agent, which I'll be honest will help bolster our line massively. And also we have Vilhelm Anderson. I'm just going to call you Anderson, flat out. But he's a cam, Icelandic, 20 years old, and 1 rating below cash-in. And as I said, I can sign free agents because I'm not spending actual money on them. I can give them wages. I'm going to be honest, I might look at bringing Anderson in to potentially play centre mid. If I can sort the formation out, if I can bring him in and get him to play centre mid, I might just have to have him there instead. And look, just let you know, with this rebuild going forward, if I sell your favourite player, I'm sorry, it has to happen. Look, there's a couple of players here that I'm looking at that I don't want to replace, but I might have to in the future. I'm a Derby fan myself, hence I'm wearing the merch. Hence I go to the games. I've got a season ticket. So moves have to be made if we want to win the Champions League, and I feel like this is the best possible move. Going forward, we've got a hell of a free agent on our hands, 69 rated cam. Make him a centre mid, and we might just generally have a gem on our hands. I'm going to have a think over and see if I want to actually sign this guy. I'll be back if I do, if I don't. So after much debating and going back and forward through the team, I decided to test out if signing would be an idea. And I've come back with a conclusion that basically Mendes Lang is 31, in which I will switch into a right winger, which may make him go up, may not. And he might have a year or so left before he starts going down. Now, looking at the player's stats, he's not a centre mid. He's more of a winger. A right mid or right winger. And if I want to keep this formation, I don't play cams. I can only play right wing, really. So, with that being said, I am going to go ahead. I didn't change anything to the squad. I'm going to go ahead and sign Anderson from the free agent list. I feel like this is just too good of a deal to miss out on. If he becomes too good, we can sell him on for money, or he could become a club icon at 20 years old, joining the struggling League One Derby right now, who are currently second in League One, which, by the way, I know in the intro I said League Two. I don't know what I was thinking there. I've just gone back and watched it to see if everything went okay. I said League Two. I meant League One. So, with that being said, let's go in for Anderson. Let's approach to sign him. He wants the crucial squad role. Yeah, I'm going to have to give it you on really. 5 years maybe? 5 years is what we want. Let's get rid of release clause. We don't want none of that. And let's give you bang on 8k a week, which is a lot. And he's accepted. And just like that, we have our new superstar. Free agent, mind you, for the first season, as I said. But we have our Icelandic superstar in Anderson. And here he is, doing a little bit of the old training, seeing how he does well. And let's see, Cashin and Gale come to check out their new teammate. See how he does. What shirt number is the game going to give him? They are going to give him... Oh, 7. Oh, Barkhausen had number 7. Am I daft? I thought Barkhausen had 7. Either way, Anderson has come into the squad with number 7 on the back of his shirt. And I'm more than happy to oblige. As you saw there, free agent. So it's completely limited. Obviously, yeah, left wing. That's what I looked at. Make a profit of 2.25 mil, which by the way, 2.5 mil, which by the way, I don't think we have. But he comes in at 69 rated. I am looking at that centre back as well. So this is why, look. If I go to replace Bird, -3. I play him Cam, +1. Put him striker, yeah, he ain't being a striker. So, this is what I'm thinking. Maybe, just maybe, he ends up playing right wing. Because I love a winger that's got a left foot that can cut in. Look at your Messis, look at your Robens. You know, he's already got better passing and dribbling. Shooting's not far behind. He's a hell of a lot of pace behind Mendes. But maybe we train Anderson up to be a right winger and battle alongside Mendes for that starting right winger spot going forward. Because John Jules leaves us at the end of the season on loan. And all our actual strikers of at least 31, they're all going to go down. Washington might go up by 1, but every striker is going to go down. So season 2, we're going to have to look at a striker maybe. So let's see what we can do with this squad, and I'll get back to you if I decide to sign that centre back or not. So once again, you know why we're here. We are going to go ahead, and sign Patrick Pieda, or Pader. I'm not sure how. But he is a free agent, 62 rated. I think it's just what we need. Rotation, absolutely fine. We are going to, he wants 4 years, absolutely fine. I can do that. We will accept the no release clause. He wants less money, that's fine. And just like that, we have Patrick Pader in our squad. Now, the reason I've done this, another free agent, I want a backup centre-back. We use 3 centre-backs and we only have 4 centre-backs available to us. Sonny Bradley's 66 rated and going down. He's 33, I think. Curtis Nelson is 30, so he will maintain. I believe Jake Rooney will replace Sonny Bradley in time, or maybe not, we don't know yet. But I want a backup centre-back in case any one of those gets injured, because obviously with only 4 centre-backs and you're playing 3, you're a bit stretched. So welcome Patrick Pader to Derby County. The beast that he is, 70 physical, 6'4", just snaps out the wazoo. Again, young, good player that will improve this team. So I am going to now look at taking out Fauna. I'm so sorry, Fauna, but I just don't care for you personally. That's nothing harsh against him. He's just not my cup of tea. And we're going to introduce Pader. We're going to put you there for now. I'm going to have a jig with his side. This is going to be tough. Ward's been so good in real life. Nyambe's injured right now. Oh, this is going to get tough for places. But with having Rooney at 6'2" and also play right back, but Pader as well, who can play there as well, 6'4". I'm very happy with our team at this moment, and I do not believe there will be any more signings to come. So I will see you at the end of the transfer window, I believe. So here we are, and as you can see just below, a little song got player of the month. All I did was sim literally a month in advance. We got 6 matches, 4 wins, 1 draw, 1 loss, and we skipped to the first day outside of the transfer window. So just to give you a quick recap where we are, we got the manager award for the best manager of the month. We have a youth squad, and 76 to 94, 6'1" goalkeeper at this moment in time. Pretty decent, not bad player. And just to go over a few things from the transfer window. So here is our team so far. We have John Jules up front right now. You see there's a mix of the squad. Gale got injured, so that was not fun in the slightest. I have to rejig my squad again. Ah, great. Who did I have and where? I have to rejig my squad around. Where is it? Let's go for Nyambe, just in case. No, actually, do you know what? Let's go for... Yeah, let's keep Barcows on there, just in case. Anyway, enough of the squad. So, Gale's gone down already, as you can tell. Which, it's not bad, but it's not the best. Over here, we have Blackett Taylor, 69, decent. Sibley is on a +1 right now, which is all good. Hopefully, you can see them across that side of the screen. Catching 72 rated now, by the way, which is really good heading into the championship season if we do end up signing players. Wildsmith gone up, Bradley stayed the same, Nelson's okay, Wilson's gone up nicely. Anderson's not really performed well at the moment, but I am currently trying to convert him over to a right winger, so that's probably why he doesn't play a lot, just because he's not centre mid. But when he's a right winger, he should be in and out for Mendes Lang, which is really good. We have Thompson that's on the bench doing okay, Rooney and Pader are doing okay. John Jules has played a little bit. He got a bit upset about his contract, so I stopped it for 1 just to change it about and whatnot. Other than that, though, the team's in a good way. However, there is some notable loans. So, we ended up loaning out Robinson to US Concorneo. I have no idea where they are, but they are somewhere. Yes, he's gone on loan to them for the season. We've sent Zakaria Peters out on loan to Sligo Rovers. And Jelovic has gone on loan to Cork City. So, without further ado, that is all our transfer business done. I didn't sell anyone else. We kept it as it is. And now we are going to head towards January the 1st, January transfer window, mid-season, to see how well Derby are doing at the point. So when we get there, I'll see you there. Let's hope that we are in good form and we're up that top end of the table. I'll see you in January. And here we are, January transfer window is upon us. So let's see how we are doing in the table so far. Standings, we are currently first. In the BSM Trophy, we have got Bristol Rovers. Okay, cool. Carabao Cup, how are we doing so far? Well, we clearly haven't made it to the semis because, well, we're not there. My best guess, we lost to Colchester on penalties in round 2. Emirates FA Cup, We've got Swansea, but most importantly, League One, halfway through the season, we are first. 12 points ahead, kind of expects us to be. 2 draws, 20 losses, 20 wins, 5 losses. Not bad at all. Let's have a quick little recap of the squad. We are looking good. Anderson is now a right winger properly. He is now going to actually start getting some game time. Wilson is red carded for some reason. We have Cashing up to a 74 rated. I also need to switch Nyambe about for the simple reason I may have potentially seen that, Bradley got carded. So I will see to that in the future. So that can happen. There we go. I quite like Nyambe there, if I'm going to be honest. Rooney's coming along nicely. Literally, he's 1 rating behind Bradley right now in centre-back. So if Bradley goes down or he stays, whatever, but we might be able to put Rooney into that starting lineup quicker than what we thought. Pader's coming through quite nicely. We've got Gale up top, who's going down a bit. Bird's gone up. Like I say, we are now at the point where we can look at signing players below 70 rated, still remember, because I said at the start of the season. But 74 rated going into next season is amazing. So, that's a quick little recap. I'll let you know if I do any transfers in this window. If not, I'll see you at the end of the season to see if we make it to the championship or not. No transfers coming in at the moment. However, we are at the halfway point and we have got monthly scouts back. So let's have a little gander through what we've got and see if we've got anyone actually of use to us. We have another, 6'1" goalkeeper is not bad, I'd say. I've let them go a little bit to see what we've got. So 80 to 90, not bad. Yours kind of, go. Reject player. They're under 90. I'm not seeing anything that's jumping out to us right now with potential wise. No, 6'1", 15, you're not bad, but ooh. So you look like a really good centre back. Okay, I like that. 70 to 90, we'll have a look at you. 85, I'm afraid not. 71, nope. And 73, nope. And I signed him by accident, my bad. So with that being said, in our youth academy right now, we will get rid of you. We have a centre forward in Tyler Williams, who is medium high. I'm already against it. I prefer medium defensive, but hey, let's not dawdle. We have here Ollie Reeves, who is a centre back, centre mid, but he's a 38 rated centre back with 68 dribbling and 51 passing. So who's to bet he's not a centre back? So I think the case we'll do here, we'll have a look. He could be a right back, he could be a left back, but he could also be a CDM. Not a centre mid apparently, but he's got better. Anyway, looking at this, he's probably a centre mid if I'm honest. Definitely not a CDM. So with that being said, let's get him to a centre mid. I think that's the best thing I can do for him in this circumstance. I make him a CDM first, then I make him a centre mid. He looks like he could be the real deal. Get him some loans, he might do well. Par 83 to 89 is not bad, to be honest with you. And we have Wallace here, who's a CDM himself. So, we'll see how it goes. That is our youth academy. And I'll be honest, I'll probably see you around about end of the season. So, I was going through the season as normal. You know, nothing new. Getting past the January transfer window. I've got no real transfers I want to make. However, we have been drew against our arch rivals, Nottingham Forest, in the round 4 of the FA Cup. And I thought this is the best time to sim a game and see if we can beat the Red Dog B word, you know. However, let's go. Kick off. We are going to tactical view. We are going to quick sim. Our team is in. Can we beat the Red Dogs? And we lose 2-1 to Forest. But against a Premier League club, by the way, we are in League 1 against Premier League club. I will take that. I know we don't want to lose to Forest, but look, games are games, losses are losses, wins are wins. So fair play Forest. This won't be the last time we see you. But good luck in the FA Cup. I hope you get knocked out next round. And let's carry on towards the end of the season. Maybe next time, Derby. And here we are, end of the season of Season 1. And I'm going to be honest, well, at the top behind me, you can't see right now, I'm in orange. I'm very close to red for some reason. However, you'll see it's end of the season. And if I go over to the standings, it's because we might have smashed the league. We are definitely heading up to the championship for sure. I cannot wait to head up there. 106 points, right? And we won 33, drew 7, lost 6. A really good record, but Blackpool actually only lost 5. So, the squad is looking a bit like this. We have Blackett Taylor on 70 rated, Gale down to a 65, Anderson up to a 70, Wilson 72, Rooney entered the squad as Bradley. Well, he's the same rating now, and there is officially 12 years between them. Nelson went up a rating, Cashin 76 rated in the end, Wildsmith 70 rated, Sibley actually doing really well where he was supposed to be in left wing back. I quite like him there. Hopefully he can continue. Bird obviously is leaving for Bristol. John Jules ended up going down a rating, then back up a rating. He got injured for about 4 months apparently. Mendes went down. Peter came in, really good backup centre back. I don't think he'll do much, but he's there centre back. Also Bradley. Nimba went up well. Collins down to a 60. But that being said, let's have a look at how we did stats wise. Okay, so first things first. Goals. Dwight Gale scored 20 this season, even if he has gone down 4 ratings. Connor Washington with 15 goals, Blackett Taylor with 14, Sibley with 11, Mendes with 7, Horahan with 4, Collins with 4, Wilson with 3, Anderson with 3. Now, I saw something halfway through the season, and I didn't say much for one reason. You might notice that the highest assist right now here is 8 for Horahan, 7 for Anderson. Well, this happened. Max Bird got 15 assists. Okay, brilliant. Absolutely brilliant from our guy that's going to Bristol. Our goalkeeper, Joe Wildsmith, racks up 11 assists in all competitions from goalkeeper. Do you know how ridiculous of a that is? Wildsmith managed to get himself 11 assists this season. So, with that being said, we are going up to the Championship. We have a goalkeeper that can assist for fun, which is amazing. And we are actually able to spend money now. Let's get ready for Season 2. Just before we actually go to Season 2, just a quick note. Adams, Bird and John Jules loans are now over. I will not be looking to purchase any of those. Scott Loach is going on a free. I don't really need him. I have an idea of what I want to do. And Craig Forsyth Fozzie, the main man, is now retiring at the end of Season 1. So thank you for your service, but we'll see your regen next season. So yeah, that is it for the contract session. See you in Season 2. Here we are, the start of Season 2 for the Derby rebuild, and right now you'll see the team looks a bit like this. We have Blackett Taylor 70 rated, Gale 65, Anderson 70. Our defence is looking really quite good with Wilson 73, and our midfield's okay. So first of all, I need a striker. Gale, Washington, Collins and Wagon are all declining and 32 and over. We need a young striker, I reckon, to come into the squad and light things on fire for the Championship. We are fine on the wings for now. Blackett Taylor could do with an upgrade, but we'll see how he goes. Again, Cashin 76 rated and below, remember, because Cashin's our highest rated. I'm happy with the progress of Rooney. Nelson I'm happy with right now. And our midfield is looking okay, but still needs to be that extra bit better. And I believe we have 14 mil, I think it's like 14.5 million pounds to go out and buy some players. Now, I've already had a little look at what I want to do. I'm looking at this guy, Elias Raffin Oliverson. He was a free agent when I looked at him. He's obviously joined the club at this moment in time as a backup or potentially the new starting goalkeeper. And this bloke, as a Palace fan, I'm very excited by this. I'm going to try and get ourselves a Ademola Ola Adebomi, a legend of a player, let me say, in previous careers for me. 67 rated at 20, 6'5", a absolute powerhouse of a player, and it's from Palace. And he's worth 1.9 mil, so we're going to have a gander and see if Ola can take us to the Prem or up to the mid-table area. So, when I get some signings made and I figured out what I exactly want to do, I will update you all on whereabouts we are. So right now I'm trying to sign a certain player, and if you look at the screen you might be able to tell who it is. I've covered his face on purpose with my camera so you can't see it. You're going to see who it is down below when I click accept, because we are trying to sign. Or maybe you didn't see it. Or maybe you do just there. Yes, we are trying to sign Kobe Mainu or Mainu. I'm not quite sure how you pronounce it. Because I've had a little gander around in my little centre mid area and that's a reasonable offer. And here we go. The youngster, the England superstar right now, being called up to the senior squad for the first time, and at such a young age, by the way. What a player this man is. What a player this person is, because he's incredible. I've watched him play for Man U here and there. So composed, so cultured, just incredible. And I brought him to Derby for no less, by the way, than £5.5 million. I have brought Kobe Mainu, don't know how to pronounce it, big number 8, I like that, to Derby County for £5.5 million. And the reason I've done this is because I might have kind of brought him for West Ham on my FM career mode with Dano and Kyle. I might have done the same there, but it cost me a lot more there than it did here. So, Kobe Mino, welcome. 73 rated he comes in at. Welcome to Derby County. What a player to get in. Let's replace Warne for now, and I have him there. Straight away, instrument. He's going to be our midfield maestro in the middle. High. He is 19 years old at this point, and he's got the world at his feet. I cannot wait to see what Kobe Mino can do for Derby County in the Championship. And here we have it. We are losing a player. I have decided to sell this player as I don't see him in the future. I have a really good right wing back in Wilson, and I have a really good backup in Nyambe, so I just don't feel the need to have another one. And unfortunately, that means we have to go ahead and say goodbye to Joe Ward to Swansea for 900k. In real life, this man ain't getting sold. This man is literally so good a right wing back for us. However, it's time to let him go. We could have got a mil, but we didn't, so we have just sold Joe Ward to Swansea City. Let's hope we can get some players in, because we need to build the squad. I need to sell a couple more players before we can make a squad. We may potentially have another signing in coming, because we have decided we are officially going to go after the player of choice that I wanted, the striker, Ademola Ola Adebomi. If we can get him on a good wage, we'll give him 10 because we have the money now as Derby. And there we have it. Ola Adebomi is now officially a Derby player, a 6'5" powerhouse of a striker that was on loan at Burton last season. I don't know how, well, this season technically, but last season in the game. I don't know how he's doing. I just know that he's a striker that I would love to see at Derby. With the balls into him, he's going to be a menace. 6'5", championship quality player. I cannot wait to see what he's all about for our squad. 2 million we spent on him, so I'll be honest, I think that's a bargain. He is our best rated striker. We could have done a 1.3 mil, but we now have Ola Adebomi on our team. And here we have yet another player going. In real life right now, obviously as we record this, it's the 21st of March. He is doing really quite well for us. You know, he's a good player. He's definitely playing really well. He's there when needed. But unfortunately, we're going to have to let him go. It's Tom Barkhausen. I've sent him to Millwall of all teams. But I've sold Tom Barkhausen for 360 grand to Millwall. Yeah. So we'll see how that goes. I'll let you know if there's any other transfers or transfers in or transfers out. And just like that, another one bites the dust. This one hurts. As a Palace player and a Derby player, he has been amazing. Obviously for Derby, he got on form, running. Injury stopped him. We'll see what happens with that. But as a Palace player, I loved him. But unfortunately, I've got my striker in Ola Adebomi. I think he's the future. And this player's only going to go down even more. This one really hurts because Gale was amazing for us last season. 20 goals he got in League One to give us that push to the Championship. But unfortunately, I managed to scrape a mil from SD Huesca for Dwight Gale, right? Which, do you know how amazing it is? He is a free agent. I've managed to make £1 million profit on him. And that was the best possible deal. So it's sad to see him go. But we need to build this club even higher. So I will let you know again if we see more people leave this club. So I'm currently going for a player here that could be an absolute superstar to the club. The only issue is I'm pretty sure he's going to absolutely bankrupt me if I sign him. Crucial player, yes. I'd like to give him a 5-year contract personally. 3 years, I can make it 4. We know how this little system works. Disregard the release clause, and his current wage he's asking for is 10k. So if I give him 11k, can I suffice it? He wants 11k and bonuses. Let's remove that bonus. Give you 11.5 with 100, and we've got it over the line. Let me tell you, I have used this player before. I am so excited. I used this bloke in a Schalke career mode that I did. It was a rebuild off the channel, and it was an old German. However, this bloke helped me for the first few seasons, to get to where I needed to be. I'm so happy because he fits in with the rating bill, because Cash, remember, 76 rated, and him and Mainu in the midfield is going to be so damn good, because we have signed a 74 rated. I can't pronounce that last name, I'm going to be honest with you. He's a Danish centre mid who's got the number 7 for some reason, but he is, I believe at this moment in time, 74 rated when he joins the club. There is Mauritius God. I'm not going to pronounce his last name. He's just going to be pronounced as God from now on. But I got him for £6.5 million. And he's 70. I mean, he makes a good right winger, apparently. But yes, I bought him for £6.5 million. And he's worth 7.5. So I've already made a good steal on him. One button. And he is 74 rated as of right now. I cannot wait to get this bloke in that midfield with me now. We're building a super team right now. Unfortunate kind of deal that had to happen, but basically it looks though it's happened. We have said goodbye to none other than Ryan Nyambe. He's off to, I believe, Lecce or Lesse, I'm not sure which one, but yes, he wanted out the club and we have granted his wish. So thank you for your service, Nyambe, but goodbye. And time for our second departure on transfer deadline day. We are getting rid of Tyrese Fawn, again another player that wanted out the club, and I'm more than happy to give him that opportunity. We have two brilliant centre mids right now, and we have Thompson as a backup and Hurahan, so we don't really need Tyrese Fawn. So he's gone to St. Pauli for 1.1 mil. It is currently transfer deadline day, and I have gone for potentially a really good right winger. So Mendes Lang is on the down low, and our right winger, the Icelandic Anderson, isn't actually doing kind of what I want him to be doing. So I'm going to see if I can sign myself this rotation right winger, and it looks like he's accepted. 5 years, I'm happy to give him that. Disregard the release clause, and let's offer him a signing fee of 4k, shall we? And just like that, we have got him. We have signed none other than, for some reason, right, this man was on the free agent list. I'm not quite sure what Man U are thinking. We have brought another Man U player. Well, technically not a Man U player. He's on the free agent. Amari Forson from originally Man U. And I'm on the free agents list. At 20 years old, free agent pickup. Cost us nothing. 65 rated, by the way. I can see him absolutely being better than Anderson and better than Mendes Lang in this season alone. So, I think that's where we're going to stop with our signings this season. We brought in Mainu, Kajagard, Ola Adebomi, and of course our newest signing, Amari Forson. Welcome to the team, and let's see what we can do for the rest of the season, and we will see you in the January transfer window. See you there. So I didn't see this at the time coming up, but I've just come past a result that we had last year, if you remember, but we got it a lot earlier. If I go on to, where is it, standings, and we go over to the FA Cup, I believe, you will see, no, not the FA Cup, sorry, the Carabao Cup, you will see that we're against Leeds because we knocked out, I believe, Nottingham Forest 3-2. We got the revenge that we needed from last season, and we beat them in the Carabao Cup this time around. See, one season is all we needed, and we beat our arch rivals. Unlucky, you ragdoll. Let's move on with the season. It is the final day of deadline day, and I've decided I want to go for a centre-back. Now, I'm going to be honest, I don't think I've got the funds to actually make this purchase. I'm going to try it anyway. 5 years crucial, disregard release clause, and he wants a low wage. If we remove that bonus and give him 7.1k and 75k bonus, he accepts. We have got in a Premier League level centre-back who had championship experience at Blackburn the season before. We have gone ahead and signed Ashley Phillips. I think he was loaned at Plymouth, maybe. I'm not quite sure on that one. You can correct me if I'm wrong. But we have signed Ashley Phillips from Tottenham for just under 2.5 mil. It's 2.4 we paid for him. 69 rated. He is going to slot straight in just because we are currently, like I said, at the last part. And we are going to be needing someone for the future. And Nelson's good, but he's going to be hitting 32 soon. He's got an injury, he's going down. So with that being said, Nelson could be our backup. And we're going to introduce Big Phillips into the fray. I'm going to have him on that side as well. So we have Rooney in the middle, Phillips on the right, and Cashin on the left. And we also means we have Pader and Nelson as our backups. And I cannot wait. The team is looking good. And we will see you towards the end of the season because I only really made one signing and that was it. Until then. I know I said I wasn't going to make any more signings, but I kind of had a bit of an idea. I decided to go and find Craig Forsyth's regen. And that's exactly what I've gone and done. Angus Nicole, left back, left wing back, centre back. Welcome to the club. You are the second coming of Fozzie, or better known as Craig Forsyth, obviously. I've literally brought him in just to have him in the club as a reference to that player that once was. So, here we go. Angus Nicole, I think his name was. Was it Angus? Oh, yeah, Angus Nicole. Left back, left wing back, centre back, as you can see, 61 rated. And Fozzie's basically back at Derby. Here we are, end of the season, but before we even get there, we have Championship playoffs. Yes, that's right, we hit the playoffs this season. So in normal terms, in the Championship, we came third. We are against Norwich, and potentially could be going through. So let's find out. We're going to sim these as we go. So match day, kick off. Let's sim the match, quick sim, and it's going to be a 1-1 draw away at Norwich. And here we are, second leg of the Championship playoffs. Can we get the all-important win to send us into the playoff final? Can we beat Norwich? Yes, we can. 2-1 against Norwich. Send us straight into that playoff final against... Who's it going to be? I didn't actually see the other teams in there. So this is going to be a shock. It's going to be... It doesn't tell me yet. It doesn't tell me at all. Coventry. We have Coventry in the playoff final. So here we have it, the all-important playoff final against Coventry. Are we going to win it, and are we going to send ourselves up to the playoff, up to the Prem? Sorry, we are losing Manu for this thing, however, and we get it done. Ola Adebomi coming clutch with 2 goals to send Derby up to the Premier League. Come on, Derby, up to the Prem we are. Let's not have a season like we did back then with the all lowest ever point scoring season in the Prem. Let's not do that, shall we? As we obviously just saw, we have just been promoted to the Premier League, but now let's take a look at the squad that got us there, shall we? We have some good ratings. Forson up to 69 rated. Blackett Taylor, you can behind me, you can't see 72. Adebomi, 72. Mainu and Kajgaard, 78, along with Cashin at 78. Defence is a bit weary, but it's all good for now. Let's go to the squad hub and let's check out how we did. Wild Smith got 6 assists again. For some reason, he's an assistant goalkeeper. 60 appearances this season now. But to top it off, we have Jelovic up by 5. Peters up by 4. Reeve went up by 17. I mean, admittedly, some of that was me going from CDM to centre mid. But 17 overall this season is amazing. 64 rated centre mid. He could be a good backup. And Robertson up to 60. However, our top goal scorer was Ola Adebomi with 18 goals this season. Not bad at all. Anderson, 17 goals and 7 assists, and actually went up a rating. Maybe he stays. However, Forson got 10-1 in a lot less games. 12 less games. Mainu, 10 goals, 10 assists. Kajgaard, 14 goals, 8 assists. Blackett Taylor with 10 goals as well. It looks very good. I'm very happy with this team so far. Again, centre-backs are potentially the way we need to go with the new team going forward to the Prem. But I believe the playoff final is the highest paid final ever. So we should get some good money for season number 3, Premier League season. But just before we do head up to the Prem, we are getting rid of some players. We are letting James Collins go on a free. This man has been amazing for Derby in real life this season. But unfortunately in the game he's 54 rated at 34. I can't justify it, so we're letting him go on a free. And Corey Smith, Sonny Bradley, Waghorn, Hurahan and Washington are all retiring at the end of this season. They will be missed, and I will be getting their regens for next season. Up to the Prem we go. It's the start of season 3, and my god, is it a good one. So you can see our team. We are in the Prem, and this team's not quite Prem ready. As I said, the cap is 78 as Cashin, Kajgaard and Mainu, are all 78 rated. So we have to sign players 78 rated or less. But you will see that we got an extra 47 million, making us 61 million pound richer for our transfer budget to spend on players. Now, I have gone through and I found Horahan's regen, I found Smith's regen, I have found Waghorn's regen, I have found Bradley's regen, and I've also gone and found Washington's regen. So I will sign them. You can see I'm looking at a couple of players. I'll get back to you when I find out if I can get them or not. I'm just having a little dabble right now, but I'll let you know when we get some transfers in and who they are. And here we are with potentially our first of 3 signings. We are signing a centre-back. I'll be honest, if we can get this bloke in, he is one of my favourites. I use him all the time. He is usually a free agent gem. However, we couldn't get him at the time. He's gave us what he wants. We're going to get rid of it. I'm going to see if we can 35k a week. That is absolutely fine by me because we've signed, in my opinion, one of the best free agent signings you could ever make. This guy's a centre-back. I usually make him a right-back or a right wing-back. And let me tell you, it works. He is so incredible in career mode for me. It's none other than the Mexican free agent Israel Reyes. He's coming in for 13.8 million from Fiorentina to Derby. He, at the time, is 77 rated. And he is fitting straight into that team, let me tell you. I don't know why you're there. Well, you're going just there. And as you can see, he's got some really good stats about him. That's why I like him. But I usually play him as a right wing back, but we're going to have him as a centre back from here. So let's see if we can sign any more players. And here we are, second out of 3 potential signings. I'll be honest, I am raiding Man United again because they have some great players, and I'm going for a right winger this time. If you can guess, fair play to you. If you can't, well, I'm going to let you know in a second because we've just signed him on 59k a week. We have signed none other than the person that scored the winning goal against Liverpool in the Cup to make it 4-3 to Man U, and then got sent off because he took his shirt off. We have signed none other than Amad Diallo to Derby for £16.5 million. I'm excited about this. 78 rating, so he is literally at the rating where he should be. And because we are going to drop Forson to the bench, and we are going to put in Amad Diallo just there, because we are going to be looking at getting rid of what's his face, Anderson, because he's just not doing anything. So we're going to try and sell Anderson, get maybe a centre back in, try and look at a left wing and goalkeeper, but we haven't got the funds at the moment. But Diallo, welcome to Derby County, and this could potentially be our last signing. It's another centre back. As I said, he is from Spurs. If you can guess from that, fair play to you. If you can't, unlucky. And he wants 44k a week. We're going to offer you flat out 50 because I've got the money for it. And he has agreed. We have signed none other than a player I love the look of. I think this player is great. I can't wait to see him play for Tottenham. We have signed none other than the Romanian Radu Dragusin for £14.5 million from Tottenham. He comes in 76 rated. And let me tell you, this bloke right now is going a smack bang in the middle of that defence. Straight away, our defence now is looking like a proper Prem side. Maybe a relegation threatened side, but we are getting there. And we just realistically, I have all faith in Ola Adebayomi. He is only 21, however. Blackett Taylor and Wildsmith are potentially ones to get rid of, but we'll see if we can get other players in. Let's see if we can get maybe one more signing. Who knows? It's a departure I kind of didn't want to make, but in the long run, I think it's best for both sides. We have just sold Ashley Phillips to FC Nantes for 3.7 mil. Again, it's one of those where it's like, oh, you know, we could have got more. However, our defense is stacked, and I can't need the money because there's a couple of players that I'm trying to look at potentially getting just before the window ends. We currently have, I would say, 2 hours left, and there's 2 players I want to look at, potentially a goalkeeper and a left wing. I'll keep you guys updated. And to start us off, our potential new left winger. I'm not quite sure if we can get him or not, but we will see. We'll give you 5 years. That's looking for. Disregard release clause 6.2. We're going to deny that release clause. We don't want that. And we're going to offer you 40k, which sounds like a lot, I know. However, he accepts. So we have Michael Johnston off the free agents coming into the club. He is 3 years younger, or 2 years younger than Blackett Taylor. and he is 2 ratings higher. I just need that bit of rating boost just to edge us over the season. Our last player, as you can see right here, is going to be Kel Sherpin. Now, he is one of my favourite players of all time. He is a 6'9" goalkeeper. We are going to give him the crucial role. We are going to give him a 5-year contract. I love Wildsmith, but let me tell you, if we can get him, which the bonuses are a bit much there, sir, I'll give you 25.5k. 29k will accept. We have just bought in an incredible Dutch goalkeeper in Sherpin. From the free agents list, obviously he's cost nothing. He is a 6'9" powerhouse. He is 4 years younger than Wildsmith and a rating higher. And you're thinking, well, oh, Wildsmith got you all these assists. Yes, he did. But I need someone for the future. And I believe that Sherpin, who obviously is at Brighton at some point in like this year, as in actual real life year, he's a hell of a goalkeeper. He's on less money, better contract, better rating, younger as well. So hopefully we can take Sherpin to that next level and have him keep us up this season and give Wildsmith competition as well for the starting spot. Now, I think that's my transfer window done, so I will see you at the halfway point in the January transfer window if we decide to do any more signings or not. And here we are, the January transfer window. I'm going to be honest, I don't see us doing a lot of signings in, or any signings really, in this transfer window. The only thing I want to show you is our objectives are that we have to avoid relegation. And we are currently 12th in the standings right now with 23 points. Although, we're only technically 6 points ahead of Fulham. So halfway through the season, and we might be staying in the Prem this season. Let's go to the end. I'll let you know if I make any signings or not. But otherwise, we'll go to the end of the season and see how we do. And after some successful seasons, I'd say, at the club, we are finally letting go of our first official signing to the rebuild. He stalled in everything, basically. He did not do what we want him to. Anderson is now off to Rayo Vallecano for 2.6 million. I'll be honest, he did nothing. He came in at 69 rated. I changed to right mid, right winger. He got to 70 rated and started out at 71 rated. And maybe hit 72 if he was lucky. I am not selling cash in either. You can... no chance. So yes. With that being said, we have got rid of our first signing of the rebuild. But we've got Amad Diallo, so I will see you at the end of the season because I really do not think I'm getting any signings in the January transfer window. So here we are, end of the month, 25th of June in season number 3. Let's have a look how we did in the Premier League, shall we? I thought I just saw it. We didn't move. We were 12th. We was, 13 points above relegation? So a very solid showing for us in our first season of Premier League football. Just below Palace, just below Brighton. Do you know what? I will take that all day to the bank. That's going to be really good for what we do for our team next year. Luton, Burnley and Fulham, the teams that go down. And let's have a quick look at our squad hub. How did we do? We definitely got some places to be. Wildsmith didn't get assist this season, damn it. 17 goals from Ola Adebayo, up to 77 rated. We could use a better striker, admitted, but I think he's the striker going forward. I think he's got all the potential in the world. Diallo up to an 81, 13 and 9. Johnson up to 74, 8 and 6. Kajgaard 81, 5 and 5. Reyes 81, Wilson 76, Minu 81. Okay, 82 from Cashin. So it looks like Cashin could be potentially the highest rated player of this team. And from 82 as well. Reeves going up to 68. He looks like he's going to be good in the future, but we may never use him. Rooney did alright. Jelic on loan. Peters went on loan for a bit, up by 4. And we have Robertson up by 3. Other than that, we have Mendes Lang, who I believe isn't retiring, but he's getting there. And all these others. Dragusin with 33 appearance, 80 rated. Forson, I'm changing to a striker, don't mind me. So not bad at all. If I go on to the financial side of things, you'll see that we are letting Curtis Nelson go. And that's just because he's retiring at the end of the season, which is unfortunate. But it is what it is. On to season number 4, and hopefully we can get ourselves up to that European spot. Let's hope so. So here we are, the start of season 4, and not the best start actually, because we only get a budget increase of just under 2 mil. We have 55 mil to spend to try and improve this squad. This is going to be tough. And just to start off, I believe I'm right in saying that yes, Cashin at 82 rated is the highest rated player we can sign. Let's do some work. I definitely need a better left winger. I might need to look at improving our wing backs. I think our defence is fine. Our midfield is strong and able. And yeah, I think it's like I say, goalkeeper, left winger, and potentially our wing backs. Let's find out. I'll let you know if I find any players that suit who I want. And yeah, I'll let you know when we get there. We have one of our first departures and maybe of many. I don't really have the money to sign the players I want to go sign, especially with the handicap of the highest rating. I found a couple, but we've just got rid of Hancock, our 69 rated defender, and we're going to try and get rid of a few more, but the issue is they're not worth a lot of money, and the 4 players I kind of want to sign, it's going to take a lot of money. So we'll see how we do in future transfers. And there we have it, yet another departure in the books. This time for a good little bit of money. We are saying goodbye to a free agent we signed last season, the Irish left winger known as Michael Johnston. He is out the club. He's going to Montpellier for £7.2 million. Hopefully that will give us the boost we need to try and start getting some of these players. As you hear, the controller went off. Love to see it. Best possible at 8.1, but the main thing is we managed to get him sold out of the club. So, let's see if we can sign or sell any more players. So, our first potential signing of the new season is upon us. I say potential. I'm very happy if we can get this guy and be amazing. Look, we've got the new little setup. We're an established Premier League club at this point. We have a nice little area where you can meet. Crucial first team, yes. 5 years, absolutely yes. No release clause, we love to see it. He wants that much money. I'm going to get rid of the appearance bonus just because I need all the money I can get. He wants 39.5k, and that I can accept. Because we have just signed our new shot stopper. We have just signed probably one of the best young goalkeepers in the world today. He currently plays for Toulouse in real life. We have signed none other than Guilherme Restes. I can't pronounce his last name. He's from Fischer Dortmund. 82 rated shot stopper. Love it. So he's on par with the guideline. As you can see there, 82. He comes in and he is our starting shot stopper, as we may potentially be saying goodbye to certain players. So Wildsmith is out at this moment and Restes replaces him in this side. I cannot wait to see if we can get more signs. It's going to be difficult, but I kind of chose him as the priority. We need someone who can keep the goals out. So, let's see if we can get anyone else in. And so, as one keeper comes into the club, another must leave. This one pains me a lot because I do love this bloke. I think he's an amazing player. But unfortunately, we need someone just to take that next step up to the team. So, we have decided to sell. Well, that's not who I was trying to sell. Thank you, game. Zakara Peters gone on loan to Trebons. Whatever. This is what I wanted though. Kel Sherpin has gone to Bournemouth for £5 million. I wanted to get more, but it seemed we maxed out at it. But again, we've got Restes in, and he's much better. So thank you, Sherpin, for your service. But well, what can I say apart from hope you do well? But we've got a hell of a goalkeeper replacing you. And unfortunately, we're gonna have to say goodbye to one of the mainstays of the club. This one really does hurt, but again, I have to do it just to push this team as much as I possibly can. We are saying goodbye to Louis Sibley, but he joins a fellow Derby man at my favourite club in Crystal Palace, because we are sending none other than Louis Sibley to Crystal Palace for £9 million, which is massive. Like, at this moment right now, it is massive because we need left wing back. There goes the control as always. Need to move that really. But there you go. We've got ourselves a sale for Louis Sibley to Palace for 9 mil. Yeah. I hope this team can improve. We could potentially be getting in our replacement for Louis Sibley if I can get this contract over the line. Crucial, 5 years, please. Yes, 5 years. 43 mil. No, you're going to be worth a lot more than that. We're paying quite a good amount for him as well. We're going to get rid of the appearance as always. Give us some money left over. And we have signed none other than Luca Net to Derby. 79 rated, 23-year-old, much better left wing back than Sibley. I'm sorry, Sibs. And we have just signed Luca Net to Derby County. What a pickup, personally, I believe. And hopefully, again, this is another signing that takes us just a little bit further to securing a Prem spot, maybe Europa League down the line. Time to hit the transfer window. It's January time. Let's check our standings. We are 4th right now as Derby County, which is incredible. We are 12 points off of Man City admitted, but we are sitting comfortably in 4th, which means potential Champions League next season, and one step closer to our goal of being the Champions League winners. Obviously, this is when this ends. This could be a 1 hour, 2 hour long video, but it ends when we get the Champions League title. Our finances, by the way, are 235k. I've just struggled to get Thompson on a new deal. So, I'll be honest, I do not think we are getting any signings this January transfer window. I'm probably going to catch up with you guys when we get to the end of the season to see if we can keep our Champions League place. And so, a sale that I've been trying to do, honestly, for the past probably 1 or 2 years now, has finally happened. We got Restes in, we got rid of Sherpin, we have Josh Vickers as a backup, and a very good backup, may I add. And he's been wanting to transfer for, again, the past 1 or 2 years. He submitted a transfer request, and that's exactly what he's finally been able to get today, because we have just sold Joe Wildsmith to Watford for £2.2 million. And I'll be honest, it's not going to do anything for us, but we got rid of him. Unhappy player out the club. What more can we ask for? So here we are, last day of the season. We've got Bournemouth away, and right now we are 4th in the standings with 69 points. If we win, we cement ourselves 4th place and Champions League football for season 5. Now, can we do it? Quick sim. Away at Bournemouth, we win 2-1. Come on, Mainu getting the winning goal for us. Ola Adebayomi getting a goal as well. Newcastle drew anyway, so even if we lost or drew, it didn't matter. But the main thing is, we won. And as you can see right now, at the end of the season, we have 72 points. And we have Champions League football for season 5. And now to actually have a little bit of a recap through our season. So, as we know, obviously, we got to 4th in the Prem, which means we get Champions League. How do we do in the FA Cup? We lost to Fulham in the semi-finals 1-0. How do we do the Carabao Cup? Oh, we beat Arsenal 2-1 in the Carabao Cup. Come on. So we've won a cup, the Carabao, and we've got 4th in the Prem. Let's have a quick look at the squad and see how we are doing. Let's go to stats. Goals, 24 goals from Ola, +7. He went to an 84 rated striker. I'm glad we stuck by him because, my goodness, what growth from him. 24 goals this season, followed by Diallo on 22, 85 rated. 89 rated from Kobe Mainu. 12 goals, 6 assists. Is it he the highest rated at 89? We have Kajard 86, Blackett Taylor 75. We all knew he should be there. Cashin 87, Reyes 84, paid at 70. Okay, let's have a look. Who is our highest rated players? We have Kobe Minor 89. So at the start of next season, if he doesn't go to 90 in that time, we can sign up to 89 rated players, especially for the Champions League. That's massive. Cashin coming in at 87, Restes 86, Diallo 85, Dragusin 84, Nets 82, sorry. Kane Wilson and Blackett Taylor, the 2 remaining Derby players that are at least in the starting squad, 78 and 75 respectively. I think that's where we're going to upgrade next season. We will see. We have Forsen out on loan, Dwell, Peters, Reeves, and some others out on loan. But all in all, hell of a performance from the squad this season, and let's get straight into season 5. So as the start of season 5, we have one player departure, which was Liam Thompson. For some reason, I gave him a contract of 3 years, but it's told me he's departed, so that's happened. But the main thing is, we have got an increase of 87 mil, which means we now have £150 million to spend on our team, which obviously the left wing and I'd say right wing back are our options. We can get some good players here, 89 rated or below, as obviously Manu is the highest rated player. Let's see if we get some signings in on who we get in, because this is exciting times now. We've got money to spend and a team to build for the Champions League. And so here is our first potential signing. You may have just seen him there. He wants a crucial role, which I'm more than happy to give him. Let's hope we can give him 5 years. He's a 26-year-old, 88 rated left winger. He currently plays for Barcelona. We're going to have to offer him. I'm going to give him his exact wage that he's on. He's accepted it. And yes, ladies and gentlemen, we have signed for Derby, an absolute mega signing. You've seen him there. None other than the Brazilian superstar from Arsenal in real life. He's at Barcelona in this game. And we got him on a cut price deal because He was supposed to be worth 85 mil. We spent 77 because his contract was up in 11 months' time. We have signed none other than Gabriel Martinelli for £75 million from Barcelona. What a signing that is, I do believe. 88 rated, there you go. He obviously is going to be going straight to that left wing spot for sure. And here comes our potential second signing of the season, I'd say, and I'm very happy about this one. If we get in, he's one of my favourite players. He's probably top 3 of my favourite players of all time at this moment in time. 5 years, crucial. You've probably seen him on screen right there. If we can get him in, do you know what? Let's remove that bonus. Let's get him in on that wage. And bam, we have just signed one of the best right wing backs in the world right now. For Bayer Leverkusen, we've signed none other than Jeremy Frimpong. And he's still at Bayer for 60.5 mil, by the way. How much of a steal is this? He's worth like 70 odd mil. Again, 11-month contract left. And we've just gone ahead and signed him. There, it's 77 mil he's worth. And we've signed him for 60.5. He replaces Wilson in the squad. We'll keep Wilson and Blackett Taylor probably backup. But hell of a second signing from us. Martinelli and Frimpong added to the team. We have made it into the January transfer window of Season 5. You'll see I'm in a different t-shirt. It's a different day. I am knackered from the football that I've just gone and played with the lads. It's a Saturday. So, enough about that. Let's get into where we are. So, standings, we are first. We are 5 points ahead of Man City right now in the Premier League. With 1 loss to our name, 3 draws and 15 wins. Did we make it through to the Champions League? Yes, we did. We've got Sevilla. So, going forward, I will quick sim every leg up until the Champions League final if we make it that far. I'm very excited. January transfer window. Let's see if we can make a few signings. I don't think I will. I might just get some like fodder just to fill out the team. But I will catch you on the first leg against Sevilla. Well, I was going to try and get to the Champions League game. However, we hit an impasse. Kane Wilson is leaving the club for some money. He basically said he wants to move club. We obviously brought Frimpong in the summer. And let me tell you, Frimpong was always going to start, never going to be any shadow of a doubt. So Kane Wilson is going to Wolves for £14.5 million in hopes that we can now build that squad. Just a little bit of fodder, some 70-odd rated, just to build up that team, just so we're secure come up to the Champions League. So here we are, match day 1 of the knockout round for the Champions League. We are against Sevilla away. What's the score going to be? We rack up a 2-0 lead going into the home leg in the Champions League. Now it's time for the home leg against Sevilla. We are 2-0 up on aggregate. We are going to quick sim as always, and we draw 3-3. Jeez, but we come out victors with a 5-3 win, and we're heading to the next round. I'm not quite sure who we've got, but we'll find out obviously when we get there. I can't wait. So our next match is upon us. We are against AC Milan at home. The team's looking a bit knackered, but hopefully we've got what it takes to win. Can we get that important win at home? We win 2-1. I would like it to be a bit more comfortable, but a win's a win nevertheless. Let's get ourselves to the away leg. So here we go. Second leg against AC Milan. 2-1 lead so far. Can we get the win? And we get a 3-0 victory. We just battered AC Milan 5-1 on aggregate. Martinelli, Amad Diallo and Ola Adebomey coming up clutch. We love to see it. Here we have Juventus in the semi-finals, I believe. We are away for our first game. Dragusin's really low on stamina. The whole squad's doing well though. Let's see if we can get a win. We get a 2-2 draw going back to Pride Park. Can we get the all-important win to take us through to the Champions League final on our first attempt? Let's find out in the next leg. And here we are, second leg against Juventus, hosting them at home. Can we get the all-important win, send us into the final? Oh, we do. We just win on penalties. 3-2 on penalties to send us straight into that final. Come on, who will we be facing? Is it going to tell us right now? We are going to be facing Inter Milan in the Champions League final. And here we are, Champions League final, 8 PM kickoff against Inter Milan in the Olympia Stadion. Can this team, which by the way is an incredible team, mind you at 91 rated, can this team get us our first Champions League trophy in our first season of being in the Champions League? Let's quick sim. And we can. Amad Diallo and Martinelli with the 2 goals to win us the Champions League. And that is the rebuild complete. We will do an overcap video after this just to go through everything, how the season went and see how our players did. But come on, We just won the Champions League on the first try. So here we are, 25th of June at the end of Season 5. We've just won the Champions League to finish our rebuild. So let's recap over this team, shall we? So first of all, let's see how we did in the Premier League. Obviously, we won the Champions League. We won the Prem. 2 losses, 6 draws, 30 wins, 96 points got us our Premier League. So we doubled up. We did the double, Prem and Champions League. How did we do the FA Cup? We lost to Newcastle 3-2. That's disappointing, really. What about the Carabao Cup? How did we do there? We lost to Liverpool 13-12 on penalties. Say what? And obviously, as you know, we won the Champions League. So let's go into our squad. You will see that most of them are on international duty. That's fine. Let's have a quick look and see how they did stats-wise. So top goal scorer was Martinelli with 29 goals, 4 assists. Diallo, 28 goals, 9 assists. Ola Adebayo, 23 goals, 3 assists. Mainu, 15 goals, 13 assists. He has been incredible for this rebuild. What a player. 91 rated Kobe Mainu at 23. Israel Reyes, 86 rated with 11 and 7. That's my centre-back. Luca Nets, 84. Kajard, 88. Frimpong, 89. Him and Martinelli was the 2 signings we really needed. And obviously, signing Martinelli was the absolute catalyst to winning the Champions League. Look at those goals. 6 in the Champions League and 12 appearances. Really, really good stuff. Dragusin, 86 rated. Cashin, 89 rated. We had Peters, who decided to rise. We've had him for like Season 1, Season 2. Rooney even went up. Peter went up. Blackett Taylor even went up a rating. You know, Restes, 91 rated Restes, by the way. And a couple of players here and there. Our remaining players from the squad originally of Derby, though, is Vickers and Rooney. And I believe one more. Corey Blackett Taylor. So the 3 remaining players that stayed and won a Champions League with us are none other than Blackett Taylor, Jake Rooney, and Josh Vickers. So, from me, thank you guys for watching this rebuild. If you have enjoyed what you've seen, hit that like button, subscribe down below, and do me a favour and comment a team that you want me to rebuild for you. It could be a struggling team, maybe like a Schalke, for instance, or maybe an Ajax. Might be a good idea. Let me know in the comments down below. Thank you, and I'll see you in the next video. Peace.